welcome back to my channel. We're gonna be watching another more Parz video. Enjoy! I don't know if I've seen this, but this chunk out of this fish's head is insane.
This is the world's most useless fish.
You stupid.
They're not.
Yeah, mate, that aquatic pancake is a mola. Found wasting its life.
Alamalola! Alamalola! You relate to that fish? Why? Are both of its eyes on the same side? I feel like it is.
In oceans around the world, and a contender for the most dog shit fish build in the 7 seas. You see, these things are huge, measuring at 4 meters from fin to fin and absolutely atomizing the scales at 2,300 kilos, putting it firmly in the same weight class as a fucking F-150. There is, however, a problem with that size. That is all it's good at. It spent every available stat point on being a giant floating satellite dish at the cost of spending its life as a useless fucking punching bag. To start with, the thing can't even swim properly. Their fins, specifically their tail, is tiny compared to the rest of their body, which makes them so shit at maneuvering. The only thing they can
for so long
eat is jellyfish and plankton, because those don't dodge. Speaking of food, you may have noticed that in all of these photos, its mouth is open. That's because it doesn't fucking close. God has cursed the fucking thing to permanently pog. Oh, but evolution is not done fucking the sunfish yet. Because funnily enough, being the size of the average American meal, while having the defensive capabilities of a Tickle Me Elmo, makes these things perfect targets for predators. Most of the time, animals just take bites out of them, realize they taste like shit, and then swim off, leaving a hole in their head, which somehow doesn't kill them.
Do you have any ibuprofen? I got a headache.
That disgusting flavor is probably due to the 50 fucking parasite species living on its body, but flavor doesn't matter to sea lions, who will rip their fucking fins off and play frisbee with them.
What?
And if you thought it couldn't get any worse, they will often swim to the surface to warm themselves up and let birds eat the parasites off of them, where they are promptly hit by a boat. They're only saving
If you were to hit something that big with a boat, I think you're gonna mess up your boat. Hello? How much did they say it weighed? Like 2,300 kilos? That thing's massive. That's gonna tear up your boat, is it not? Also, it exists to be a host. It's just a parasite boat.
Case is that they don't process pain because their brain is the size of a testicle. They are blissfully unaware that they spend their entire fucking life getting jumped. Like that! Like that! This is the world's...
They have no idea that they're alive! They're just there! How did you become to exist, and why do you still exist? How did that happen? The Mola does not concern itself with such questions. Understood.
BMW, the car company, has an emu farm. But what the fuck do the Germans want with our steroid chickens? Well, you see, a lot of complex parts have to come together to build a car. I mean, your transmission, your engine, I would say indicators, but we are talking about BMW here. However, the first thing you'll notice about a car is usually the simplest: the paint. Yeah, it doesn't really matter how nice your car is. If the paint's peeling off like a banana, people are going to assume it's a fucking shitbox. And that's why car companies put a lot of time and research into making sure the paint stays on your car while you slide it sideways into a tree. One of the best ways to do that is fucking clean it. See, anything that isn't wiped off the car gets stuck under the paint when it's applied, which fucks up adhesion by moving around.
That's the landlord special.
And even the tiniest particles of dust can f*** it all up. So, the Germans pondered, what is the best way to make sure every panel is spotless? And the answer they landed on is a giant f***-off duster made of Australia's favourite feathered war criminals. And it wasn't just BMW that found this out.
Is this a good thing?
Audi as well. Now, Audi gets their dino turkey feathers from the source, shipping directly from the land down under.
¿Quieres?
Now, BMW used to do the same thing, till someone at head office had a thought. Hang on, the feathers. If we ship over 4 emus and place them in a grid, infinite feather source. And so they airdropped Australia's big birds onto a farm in Bavaria, where a small sleeper cell of Australia's most wanted resides to this day. The funny part of this to me is that BMW went so far as shipping kaiju turkeys to make the paint on their cars look good. Just for some TikToker to buy it for clout, wrap it bright purple, and then crash it into a fucking wall.
That's crazy.
BMW, yeah, the car company.
So I mean, there's so many emus and there are problems. So I'm guessing this is not. I guess it depends on who you're talking to, but like, maybe is it ethical treatment of the emus? I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts are on this. I guess it's not. I mean, they just drop feathers. Do they drop feathers like people drop hair? Is that how that goes? Are the emus being treated poorly? The emus are not the problem? I thought they were a problem. All I gain from this is to crash a car to gain internet fame. Maybe don't crash a car. Maybe don't. Maybe you want to like not risk your life for some clout. I think that'd be for the best. Is that the insurance company, Liberty Mutual? They need to insure these guys? Limu, Emu, and Doug. Anyway,
this monkey is getting bullied.
I've heard about this monkey.
But why?
Why you bullying me?
Well, you see, this is Punch, a Japanese macaque whose mother, immediately after giving birth to him, went out for milk and cigarettes. So already not off to a great start in life. And things would not be getting easier for Punch. You see, he was born in captivity at Japan's Ichikawa Zoo, which meant that he was then introduced to the rest of the macaque population alone. No parents, no friends, nothing. But surely,
and they bully him?
It's all up from here. He might be alone now, but at least he can start making friends with his fellow primates, right?
That doesn't look friendly.
Yeah, unfortunately, macaques treat the new kid in school about as well as Family Guy treats Meg. These guys have a very complex social hierarchy, and not unlike high school, it is enforced with bullying. So far, Punch has been smacked, dragged, and bitten, basically to tell him that he can't sit with them at their lunch table.
Poor
and the bullying
baby.
he cops is made worse by the fact there's no one to protect him because his mum, you know. And then after jumping him, they won't even let him get a fucking hug. Now, faced with such adversity, a lesser monkey would crumble and try to leave. But making the story infinitely sadder, Punch runs off to the closest thing to family he has. A plush orangutan.
Oh, my
gifted
heart.
to him by the zookeepers to try and replace his mum. When stressed, he hugs it and tries to get it to hug him back. No, I'm not fucking crying. Someone's cutting onions in here.
She's actually pretty good.
However, despite the absolutely horrendous character development he's gone through, Punch has finally managed to start making some friends. Which is good, because for a monkey, he got off light. Had he been born a chimp, when they don't like one another, they rip each other's testicles off with their fucking teeth.
Oh.
This monkey is getting bullied.
Oh.
But
Oh, that last part is kind of crazy. You rip off what with your teeth? What? Also, as I was being sad or feeling sad about Punch, the thing is, he's just like the rest of the creatures in that enclosure, right? So he is also going to grow up and also bully the other ones, the new ones. But yeah, poor baby. He's just a little baby. It's so sad. Maybe, I mean, if that's what they do, he's going to be the exact same because he's just the same. He's one of them. I forgot. Is it just a monkey or chimp? I don't know the difference. Did they say exactly what he is?
Immediately after giving birth to him, went out for milk and cigarettes. So already
I just want to hear the name of the creature.
And
just a monkey.
Would not be getting easier for Punch.
Well, I hope the best for Punch, but you know, it is what it is. Nature's gonna nature, right? But poor Punch, poor baby with his plushie. He wanted to hug him back. Poor baby. I don't want to think about that. I need a new video.
This pig went on an alcoholic rampage. No, that's not clickbait. This really
like
happened.
Cocaine Bear.
And as with all good drunken rampages, our story takes place in fucking Australia. More specifically, it starts in the middle of fucking nowhere, WA, where a couple blokes were out camping. And as any good Australian would, these lads brought with them the camping essentials. Let's see here, we've got the swags, box of snags from Woolies, and most important of all, beers. And those beers are why, at 4 in the fucking morning, these lads were suddenly ripped from sleep by a really weird sound. A low, snuffling and grunting noise, followed by the sound of bending aluminium. So, to ensure they weren't being attacked by, pick a native Australian animal, they got out of their tents, turned on a torch, and shined a light at it. And what they found was a wild pig shotgunning all of their piss. And I don't mean 1 or 2 beers. No. Daddy Pig was on a serious bender because he managed to down 18 fucking cans.
That's a lot.
Fun fact about beers. Once you hit the 18 mark, all of your stats are redistributed into strength and you gain the frenzy debuff. This is why, after being spotted by the torch, the pig fucking sonicked away from the now empty 6-packs, knocked over the garbage cans, paused, turned around and ate the garbage, then continued sprinting to a nearby paddock where it started headbutting a fucking cow. This really pissed off the cow, who turned around to face the pig. And it was at this point, looking up at the very pissed off Big Mac, the pig realised he genuinely wasn't built for this shit. Yeah, this little piggy turned around and fucking booked it out of the paddock, being closely pursued by the ghost of burgers past. The cow chased him around the car for 10 minutes before giving up, leaving the still drunk pig to stumble away and pass out in a fucking bush.
Just a pig on a bender.
This pig.
Oh man, is there a video of this? The Ghost of Burgers Past is crazy. They start off by calling him Big Mac, but like, there has to be footage of this. There has to be. I so wish I could see that. You love this guy? What, Parz or the pig? The drunk pig.
Octopuses.
Drunk pig's great.
Bleed blue. But why?
Why are you blue?
Well, actually, it's not just octopuses. If you lined up Gary, Larry the Lobster, and Mr. Krabs, you will find that all of them bleed Gatorade. Now, this isn't just for aesthetic purposes. Running what appears to be blended up Smurf through their veins actually serves an important purpose. And to learn what that is, we gotta talk about your blood. You see, your circulatory system is based on iron. Iron is used to produce hemoglobin, which in turn carry oxygen around the body, allowing for you to, exist. And when iron is exposed to oxygen, it oxidizes and goes red, which is why when you get shanked, sprays out tomato sauce. Now here is the fun part. The caster SpongeBob don't run on iron. Their circulatory system is based on copper. So rather than hemoglobin, the copper creates hemomyosin to cut.
Question, can you harvest the copper out of these creatures, or am I just thinking the wrong thing? Is this a source of copper? What? Okay, never mind.
Up the oxygen around. And as anyone who's ever seen the Statue of Liberty can attest, when copper oxidizes, it turns blue. Now, the reason for them evolving copper is pretty simple. Our blood fucking sucks. See, the inferior hemoglobin is far less efficient at binding oxygen than the Chad hemocyanin. And considering all of these bad boys live or travel through incredibly cold, low oxygen environments, they need to get the most out of every breath they take. They basically switched evolution teams from red to blue because red blood has a skill issue. Octopus.
I mean, my blood has a skill issue. I should probably take iron more frequently. That's a thought. Maybe I should do that. I've definitely been ignoring that. I should ignore that. It's not entirely accurate? What's not accurate about it? Tell me more. Yeah, my red blood has a skill issue. Iron-rich foods as well. I feel like it's not enough for me. It's not. I promise it's not enough. Iron, like Iron Sonic? No. I need the minerals. Give me the minerals. I crave them. Eat fish? I would love to. But the fish I want to eat's expensive. Do not the freaky Sonic. Oh, that guy? That one's freaky. Yeah. She needs a zebra. Now, why did you say a zebra? How much iron does a zebra contain? Hello? Why did you say that? Hemocyanin does better at low temps. So it makes sense that these super deep ocean cold creatures get to have their, I don't know, their oxygen. Did he mean zebrafish? I don't know. It was a lion joke. We don't eat lions here. No lions. I'm not lying about not eating lion. Don't eat lions.
Australia's Prime Minister disappeared. No, that is not a joke. This is Harold Holt, the 17th Prime Minister of Australia.
What do you mean he disappeared?
And when I say he disappeared, I don't mean he retired from public life, never to be heard from again. I mean, we literally fucking lost him midway through his term. That is like the Secret Service losing the fucking president.
Now let me be clear.
So
which begs a very
not?
important question. Fucking how? Well, you see, Holt was elected Prime Minister in 1966. And one of the most well-known facts about him was that he fucking loved the ocean.
Be free!
He was lost in the ocean. He's
Which
gone
is
forever.
why, on December 17th, 1967, while taking a day off from leading Spider Island, Holt convinced his mates to shop for a cheeky swim before they went out to lunch. And so they pulled into Cheviot Beach in Victoria. Now, on that day, the ocean was, putting it lightly, fucked. And so all of Holt's friends warned him that maybe visiting Nemo today was a bad idea. Holt responded, and I quote, "I know this beach like the back of my hand." Hopped into the water and started swimming away from the shore. And he kept swimming. Further. And further. Yeah, right, mate. That's far enough. You can come back now. Wait, where the f*** is he? Yeah, they completely lost sight of him. Because the Prime Minister was f***ing gone. This
I'm surprised they didn't recover him.
The leaderless Australian government to shit themselves and start playing Where's Holto?
I am under the water.
Search and rescue teams scoured the coast for weeks and came up with absolutely f***ing nothing. Not even a body. The sitting Prime Minister had vanished without a trace. Some conspiracy theorists
Maybe something
say
ate
he got
him.
picked up by a submarine. The odds are he f***ing drowned. But most importantly, with the tragic loss of our nation's Prime Minister at sea, how did we choose to commemorate the man who was clapped by the ocean?
Don't tell me we swim in his honor.
Glad you asked that question, because we,
Don't tell me.
we named a fucking swimming pool after him.
That's also bad. I don't... I'm not going to the place named after the guy who got lost at sea. I'm not learning how to swim there. I'm not, I promise. But like, if they couldn't find his body, something out there ate him. There's no remains. Something ate him. There's no way. No, I cannot swim. I cannot. Is there a problem there? I don't want to be in the water. I have a fear of drowning. And of course, part of the way to solve that is learn how to swim. But I don't want to be, I like the water, but I don't need to learn. I don't want to. I'm okay. Things kind of wash away. Yeah, but like they can find things. You can find things in the ocean. You can do that. It's just, they didn't find him. No remains, no bones. I'm pretty sure you find teeth, a skull, something, some remnants, but there was nothing. Couldn't find their prime minister. Skill issue. Something evil in the Australian waters ate him. That's the easiest answer. That's all. That's all I gotta say.
People hate this groundhog. But why?
I'm like, what is it me for?
Well, because this is no ordinary hog. This distinguished gentleman is Punxsutawney Phil, a resident of the US.
What's up with his name? Why is that his name? Punxsutawney Phil? Why? What does that mean? Why is that? And they keep naming it the same thing, right? Like, for what reason?
People hate this groundhog. But why?
I'm like, what is it me for?
Well, because this is no ordinary hog. This distinguished gentleman is
He's just a
Punxsutawney
gentleman.
Phil.
What is this name? Where is this? What's the word for it? Etymology is probably the wrong word. Where does this word come from? Where does this name come from? Punxsutawney Phil. Why is he Phil?
A resident of the US of A, specifically the town of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, where he has a very important job. He predicts the weather. And he does it through the Groundhog Day ceremony. But what the f is that? Well, basically, every year on the 2nd of February, crowds gather at the Gobbler's Knob. Stop laughing. It's a very serious ceremony. Quit it.
Why is that the name of this place? Why is that the name? Etymology is the right word? Oh my god, I know some things!
Stop.
Why is it
laughing.
called that?
It's a very serious ceremony. Quit it.
You could have called this place anything. Anything. You could have called it anything. And we landed here.
And then, at dawn, the unbelievably dripped out inner circle of the Groundhog Club retrieve the allegedly 140-year-old Phil from his knob. Phil then selects a scroll from the tip of the knob based on whether or not he saw his shadow when being yanked from his home. And if he did see his shadow, winter will last for 6 more weeks. And this year, Phil has predicted 6 more weeks of Mayolt. And for some reason, this year, that prediction has royally pissed off many people online. See, I just think he's doing his fucking job. But the tweet that shared his prediction has some of the most angry yet
he's just a little
hilarious
guy
responses. And I made this video to read you the best of them.
I will hydrate, thank you.
Turn him into a steak. That groundhog is going in the microwave.
Wait, he doesn't deserve it.
If I saw Punxsutawney Phil, I would punt him like a football. And last but not least, POV, You are the deep fryer at Raising Cane's.
Oh no! Winter shortened.
People.
Dude, not the groundhog. He doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't control anything. It's just a little tradition. He doesn't know anything. You think they're clearly jokes? I think a majority are jokes, but there's definitely going to be people who are genuinely mad at this creature thinking he does control the weather, and he does not control the weather. I know there's some people out there that are like, it's his fault, it's cold outside. It's not. It's really not. It's not. What do you mean? He clearly controls the weather. See, we got one right here, boys. Kaiser thinks he controls the weather. But he's got a weird name, and he's at a weird place, and Pennsylvania maybe is a weird place as well. I don't know. But he's just a little guy. He doesn't know anything. I have seen my shadow. I will curse you all with more winter. Yeah, he doesn't have thoughts. He's probably like, where's my food? And who are all these people?